Stop what you're doing. Stop scrolling. I need you to listen because what I'm about to tell you could change your life forever. Right now, there are millions of people wasting their time, sitting on their dreams, waiting for luck to find them. Luck won't make you rich. Skills will. In the next few minutes, I'm going to reveal 5 unstoppable money-making skills that can make you rich in 2026. If you ignore this, nothing changes. But if you act, your life will never be the same. Are you ready to step up, or are you going to stay average? I'm not here to give you empty motivation. I'm here to shake you awake. Too many people think wealth is a dream, but I'm telling you, it's a skill. In 2026, only those who are prepared, only those who learn, apply, and dominate will win. Imagine waking up every day knowing you control your money, your time, your future. Imagine people paying you for the value you create. That life is possible, but only if you master the skills I'm about to show you. This is your blueprint. This is your shot. Are you ready to claim it? Listen carefully, because what I'm about to say will hit you hard if you're ready to hear the truth. Time is the one thing that doesn't wait for anyone. Time doesn't care about your excuses, your feelings, or your comfort. Every second that ticks by is a second that you can never get back. Every moment you waste, someone else is learning, growing, and moving ahead of you. And here's the truth. The gap between where you are and where you want to be only widens if you do nothing. Let me ask you something. How many times have you said, I'll start tomorrow? How many times have you delayed your dreams, postponed your plans, and waited for the perfect moment that never comes? I'm telling you right now, tomorrow never comes. Tomorrow is just another word people use to hide from action. The people who are rich, the people who are successful, the people who dominate life, they didn't wait. They didn't scroll. They didn't complain. They didn't hope for luck. They acted. They moved. They attacked every day like it was a battlefield because they understood something that most people don't. Time is the only enemy you cannot fight later. Think about it. Right now, someone somewhere is learning a skill, building a business, sending that email, making that call, taking that step. And by the time you wake up tomorrow, they are 10 steps ahead of you. And that gap doesn't close on its own. That gap will grow if you stay comfortable, if you stay hesitant, if you stay waiting. Every single second counts. Every single moment is either moving you towards your dreams or pushing you further away from them. And if you are not intentional with your time, I promise you, life will pass you by while you are distracted, scared, and unsure. Listen, I know it's easy to get comfortable. It's easy to scroll, watch videos, scroll some more, complain, wait, and hope something changes. But comfort never builds wealth. Comfort never builds success. Comfort is the enemy of progress. The moment you get too comfortable is the moment the world leaves you behind. The people who make it, the people who are wealthy, the people who are unstoppable, they do not wait for comfort. They do not wait for the perfect moment. They act now. They learn, they practice, they execute, and they dominate because they understand that time will never slow down for them. I want you to imagine something for a second. Imagine waking up tomorrow with everything the same as today. Imagine waiting another year, thinking that one day something will change, thinking that one day life will hand you opportunity. Now imagine seeing someone else, someone who started today, making progress, building skills, creating value, earning money, moving toward their dreams, and leaving you behind. How does that feel? That feeling is what happens when you waste time. That feeling is regret, and regret is heavy. Regret doesn't forgive. Regret doesn't wait. It sits with you every day, whispering, why didn't you start when you had the chance? You need to feel the urgency deep inside your soul. You need to feel the fire burning in your chest that tells you that waiting is not an option. You have 24 hours in a day, and those hours are more precious than gold. Each one is a chance, a test, a building block toward the life you want. Are you spending those hours wisely, or are you letting them slip through your fingers? Every second is an opportunity to learn, to grow, to improve, to make progress. Every second is a chance to get closer to financial freedom, to mastery, to control over your life. And if you do not take advantage of it, someone else will. Let me make this very clear. This is not about working harder than anyone else. It's about working smarter, faster, and with relentless urgency. Most people think they have time. They think, I can wait, I'll start later. That is the biggest lie you can tell yourself. Time is finite. Every second lost is a second you will never get back. And in 2026, the people who understand this, who act now, who chase every moment, they will be living lives most people only dream about. You've got to be obsessed with time. You've got to be relentless in how you spend it. Every minute you have is either moving you forward or holding you back. There is no neutral ground. Life is moving. Opportunity is moving. Your dreams are moving. And if you stay still, you will be left behind. You must act. You must move. You must dominate your time the way the most successful people in the world do. Every second that passes is either building your future or building someone else's. You have to take responsibility for your time, your actions, your life. The people who understand this, the people who are relentless with their hours, their minutes, their seconds, they never worry about luck. They never wait for perfect timing. They create their success. They control their destiny. And that, my friend, is the difference between average and extraordinary, between dreaming and achieving, between watching life pass by and living life on your terms. Listen to me carefully, because if you get this, nothing in life will ever stop you again. You see, skills alone are nothing. You can know every trick in the book. You can have every strategy. You can spend hours learning, practicing, building. But if your mindset is weak, if your mind doubts, fears, hesitates, then all those skills will be wasted. Skills are the tools, but your mindset is the engine, and the engine drives the machine. If the engine isn't running at full power, no matter how good your tools are, you're not going anywhere. The truth is, most people fail not because they don't have talent, not because they don't have opportunity, but because they don't have the mindset to take what they already know and turn it into results. They allow fear, doubt, laziness, and excuses to rule their decisions. They allow small failures to crush their spirit. They let the opinions of others dictate what they do. And then they wonder why their life doesn't change, why they are stuck, why their dreams feel so far away. I'm telling you right now, the only thing separating you from wealth, success, and greatness is what's going on between your ears. Think about the most successful people you know. Do you think they got there because everything was easy? Do you think they had no obstacles? No. They got there because their mindset refused to quit. They believed in themselves when no one else did. They acted when everyone else hesitated. They kept going when everyone else gave up. And that, my friend, is the power of mindset. When your mind refuses to quit, your skills suddenly become unstoppable. When your mind refuses to settle for average, your talent finds a way to shine. Let me ask you something. How many times have you started learning something new, gotten a little progress, and then stopped because it got hard? How many times have you given up on a dream, a goal, or an opportunity because you thought, I'm not ready or it's too late? That mindset failing you, that's your mind lying to you. The people who win, the people who make real money, the people who live life on their own terms, they don't listen to those lies. They push through. They embrace the struggle. They see every challenge as fuel, every failure as a lesson, every obstacle as a stepping stone. Here's the truth you need to hear. Mindset multiplies skills. You can spend years learning a skill, but if you doubt yourself, procrastinate, or let fear control you, you will never reach the potential that skill can give you. But if you combine a strong mindset with skill, it's unstoppable. It's exponential. It's like pouring gasoline on a fire. Suddenly, the smallest talent explodes into results. Suddenly, the simplest skill produces massive wealth. Suddenly, you're not just learning, you're dominating. And here's something most people don't understand. Mindset is not just about positive thinking or motivation. Mindset is about discipline, focus, resilience, and the refusal to be average. Mindset is about taking control of your thoughts, controlling your actions, and refusing to let circumstances dictate your future. Mindset is about waking up every day with one goal: to be better than you were yesterday, to learn more, do more, create more, earn more. Mindset is the thing that separates the person who dreams from the person who achieves. You see, the world will try to tell you that you can't, that you're not ready, that you're too small, too inexperienced, too late. But here's the secret. The world is not stopping you. The only thing stopping you is the voice inside your head. The only thing stopping you is the weak mindset that says, I can't, when the truth is, you can. The people who are rich, the people who are successful, the people who achieve greatness, they trained their minds first. They became unstoppable mentally, and everything else followed. Skills, knowledge, opportunity, they all came to them because their mind was ready to receive, to fight, and to act. So I want you to think about your mindset right now. Are you building it every day? Are you feeding it with knowledge, discipline, persistence, and courage? Or are you letting it get weak, distracted, and negative? Because the stronger your mindset, the more powerful your skills become. The stronger your mindset, the faster you'll learn, the more you'll act, and the more results you'll get. Mindset is the multiplier. It's the difference between someone who knows what to do and someone who actually does it and makes millions while others watch. And here's the most important part. You can change your mindset. You can build it. You can train it. Every challenge you face, every obstacle, every failure is a chance to strengthen your mind. Every time you push through when you want to quit, every time you act when you're afraid, every time you choose growth over comfort, your mindset grows stronger. Your mindset becomes your weapon. Your mindset becomes your superpower. Your mindset becomes the engine that drives every skill you have, every opportunity you see, and every success you earn. Listen carefully, because this is where the game changes. You can have all the mindset in the world, all the knowledge, all the determination, but if you don't have skills that can make you money, nothing will change. Skills are the bridge between where you are now and the life you want to live. Skills are the tools that turn opportunity into results. And in 2026, the world will reward those who can take action, produce value, and solve problems that others cannot. Let me be clear. There are skills out there right now that can make you money starting today. I'm not talking about theory. I'm not talking about ideas or dreams. I'm talking about skills you can learn, master, and use to generate real income. Skills that can make you independent. Skills that can make you wealthy. Skills that can put you in control of your life. And here's the kicker. Most people will never do it. Most people will sit there and complain. They will wait for luck. They will hope for someone to hand them opportunity. But opportunity only answers to skill. Opportunity only pays those who are prepared. Think about it. Every business, every career, every successful person in history, they all had one thing in common. They mastered skills that produce results. A skill in demand is a golden ticket. Learn a skill that people need, a skill that solves a problem, a skill that creates value, and you will always have a way to make money. It doesn't matter how the economy changes. It doesn't matter how technology evolves. It doesn't matter how crowded the market is. If you have a skill that can produce results, money will follow. And here's something most people don't realize. Practical skills are not about working harder. They're about working smarter. They are about finding what people need, what people want, and giving it to them better than anyone else. They are about creating value where others see obstacles. They are about turning your abilities into results that others are willing to pay for. And in 2026, the people who have these skills will dominate the market. They will control their income, their time, their life. They will have the freedom that others only dream about. Let me give you an example. Skills like digital marketing, copywriting, sales, coding, designing, video production, AI mastery. These are not just skills. These are income machines. They are tools that allow you to take control of your financial future. If you master just one of these, and I mean really master it, you can make more money than most people make in a lifetime working a 9 to 5. But it requires focus. It requires dedication. It requires you to actually do the work while others are scrolling and waiting. You see, knowledge without execution is useless. Skill without action is worthless. The world doesn't reward what you know, it rewards what you do with what you know. And here's the truth that hits hard. Most people are afraid to develop practical skills because it feels uncomfortable. It feels like work. It feels like effort. But that discomfort, that's where the magic happens. That discomfort is where the gap between average and extraordinary exists. Every minute you spend learning a skill that produces value is a minute invested in your freedom, your income, your life. Every hour you put into building a skill that solves problems is a step closer to the wealth and independence you've always wanted. I want you to understand something deeply. Practical skills don't just open doors, they create doors. When you have the ability to do something others cannot, when you can produce results that matter, the world has to pay attention. Clients, companies, customers, the market itself, they have no choice but to reward those who can solve their problems. That is power. That is leverage. That is what separates the people who wait from the people who win. And here's the thing, learning practical skills is not optional in 2026. It is mandatory if you want to rise, if you want to create wealth, if you want to live life on your own terms. The economy is changing, technology is evolving, and the people who will thrive are not the ones who complain. They are the ones who adapt, learn, and master skills that make money. Skills are currency, skills are power, skills are freedom. Without them, no matter how motivated you are, no matter how good your mindset, no matter how smart you are, you will always be limited by what you can offer, by what you can create, by what you can do. So I want you to ask yourself right now, what skills do I have that make money? What skills can I learn that can put me in control of my life? What skills can I master that will make me untouchable in 2026? And then I want you to stop asking and start doing. Start learning, start practicing, start producing, start creating. Because every second you wait, someone else is learning, someone else is earning, someone else is moving ahead of you. Listen closely, because this is where most people fail. And this is where champions rise. You can have mindset, you can have skills, you can know everything about the game. But if you do not take action, you will never see results. Action is the bridge between dreams and reality. Action is the difference between talking and doing, between wishing and winning, between being average and being unstoppable. You see, knowledge without action is wasted. Skills without action are useless. And mindset without action is meaningless. Action is everything. And if you want to dominate 2026, you must understand that action is your only ticket to freedom, success, and wealth. Think about it. How many times have you learned something, felt inspired, and then did nothing with it? How many times have you watched videos, read books, or listened to motivational speakers and walked away the same person you were before? That's because action didn't follow. That's because you let fear, doubt, and hesitation control your choices. That's because most people live in preparation mode, always learning, always planning, always waiting for the perfect moment, and the perfect moment never comes. Winners, champions, millionaires, they don't wait. They act, they move, they execute. They get started even when they don't feel ready, even when conditions aren't perfect, even when the world says no. And that, my friend, is why action separates winners from losers. Let me tell you something the average person doesn't get. Action is not about doing a lot of things. Action is about doing the right things consistently every single day. It's about putting yourself in motion when others are standing still. It's about taking steps towards your goals, no matter how small, no matter how hard, no matter how uncomfortable it feels. Action is not optional. It is mandatory if you want to see results that are bigger than you, bigger than your excuses, bigger than your fears. And in 2026, the people who act now, the people who push forward while others hesitate, will be living lives that most people only dream about. Here's the reality. Life does not reward thinking. It does not reward wishing. It does not reward hoping. Life rewards execution. Life rewards results. Life rewards the person who gets up, shows up, and does the work day after day without giving up. The difference between someone stuck in mediocrity and someone living a rich, abundant life is often just one thing: action. And not just action, but persistent, relentless, focused action. Action that continues even when it's hard. Action that continues even when it feels like no one is watching. Action that continues when every part of you wants to quit. That is the action of winners. And let me be real with you. Taking action is scary, it's uncomfortable, it's risky. That's why most people don't do it. Most people would rather complain, scroll, procrastinate, and play it safe than take a step into the unknown. But let me tell you something. Comfort will never create results. Safety will never build wealth. The moment you step out of your comfort zone, the moment you take action when it's uncomfortable, the moment you move forward when fear tells you to stop, that is the moment your life changes. That is the moment you start closing the gap between who you are now and who you want to be. You need to understand this. Every successful person you admire started somewhere, and that start required action. It required courage. It required a willingness to fail, to get up, to try again, and to persist when others gave up. No one got there by sitting around, waiting for permission, waiting for the perfect time, waiting for luck. They acted, they moved, they were executed, and that action multiplied everything. Skills, mindset, knowledge, all of it became powerful because it was backed by relentless motion. Ask yourself right now, what are you doing with your time? Are you taking bold action toward your dreams, your skills, your wealth, or are you waiting, hoping, planning, and hoping the world will hand it to you? Because I can promise you this, nobody is going to hand you success. Nobody is going to deliver your dreams to your doorstep. You must chase it. You must fight for it. You must act when others are passive. You must dominate when others are hesitant. And remember this, the faster you take action, the faster results come. The longer you wait, the further behind you fall. Action is time's ally. And in 2026, the people who act while others hesitate will be the ones living a life most only dream about. Action is the difference. Action is the separator. Action is what turns knowledge into results, skills into money, and mindset into a life of power and freedom. And every second you delay, every excuse you make, every fear you let control you, it's costing you progress. It's costing you opportunities. It's costing you your future. The world does not reward good intentions. The world does not reward talent alone. The world rewards results, and results come only from relentless, focused, disciplined, unstoppable action. Listen to me very carefully, because this is the truth that most people never hear. Everything we talked about, the urgency of time, the power of mindset, the skills that make money, the action that separates winners from losers, it all comes down to one thing. You right now, in this moment, you are standing at a crossroads. One path leads to waiting, to hesitating, to scrolling through life, watching others pass you by. The other path leads to action, to courage, to building the life you have always dreamed of. And the choice is yours. I want you to feel this deep inside your chest. I want you to feel the fire, the hunger, the frustration of knowing that you are capable of more, but you have been standing still. That fire is not there by accident. That hunger is not by mistake. That frustration is your soul telling you it's time. It's time to rise. It's time to fight for your future. And you cannot ignore it. Not now, not ever, because the clock is ticking. The world is moving. 2026 is coming, and it will reward only those who are ready, those who are relentless, those who refuse to be average. Think about everything we discussed. Time is your enemy, but it is also your greatest teacher. Your mindset can multiply your skills or kill your dreams. Skills alone can open doors, but without action, they mean nothing. Action is the ultimate weapon, the unstoppable force that turns vision into reality, that turns potential into results, that turns ordinary into extraordinary. And right now, you have all of that inside you, all of it. You just have to reach for it, embrace it, and never let go. I want you to ask yourself a question. What are you willing to do today that your future self will thank you for tomorrow? What are you willing to sacrifice? What are you willing to push through? Because success is not given. Wealth is not handed out. Freedom is not a gift. It is earned. Earned through hustle, through courage, through relentless, disciplined action. And if you do not take it, someone else will. Someone else will step into the opportunities you are waiting for. Someone else will take the place you are hesitating to claim. You see, the truth is simple. You are the author of your life. You are the captain of your ship. You are the only person who can decide whether 2026 will be your breakthrough or just another year of dreams deferred. Every decision you make, every skill you learn, every action you take builds the reality you will live in. You can no longer wait for permission, for luck, for the perfect moment. The perfect moment is now. The only thing standing between you and the life you want is your willingness to do what others won't, to endure what others can't, and to fight harder than you ever thought possible. So here's my challenge to you. Stand up right now in your mind and commit. Commit to mastering the skills that can make you money. Commit to building a mindset that refuses to quit. Commit to taking action, even when it's uncomfortable, even when it's scary, even when it feels impossible. Commit to making 2026 the year you stop being average, the year you rise, the year you dominate your life, the year you finally claim what belongs to you. I want you to feel it. I want you to feel the fire. I want you to feel the weight of the truth that your time is now, your life is now, your chance is now. Nobody is going to hand it to you. Nobody is going to make it happen for you. It is yours, but only if you reach out and take it. Stop waiting, stop hoping, stop being comfortable. Step up, push forward, fight, learn, hustle, execute, dominate. And when you do, when you fully embrace this moment, when you truly commit, you will see what happens. Doors open, opportunities appear, money flows, life transforms. And you realize nothing can stop you because you have become unstoppable. This is your moment. This is your life. This is your 2026. The question is simple. Will you rise or will you stay average? Will you fight for your dreams or will you let them slip through your fingers? Will you take control of your destiny or will you hand it over to fear, excuses, and hesitation? The choice is yours. The time is yours. The power is inside you. Own it.